Welcome back, guys. If you are new here and this is your first time watching, hi, I'm Taylor. I work on a dairy farm in Central Maine and I just make videos about that. We milk around 70 cows, so we're pretty small for nowadays, but it's just me and my boss Brent, and we do all the work. It's just us 7 days a week, pretty much 24 hours a day. We live and breathe farming, so that's just the way we like it. We love the way it is, very hands-on. So if you like watching those kind of videos, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you guys. So getting right into it this morning, we finished milking already. You can hear the wash is still running. That's almost done, so we got to go in and shut that off in a minute, but there's a few things I wanted to show you guys. The cows are staying inside today because it's a little chilly today. We had a rainstorm the other day, so we lost pretty much all of our snow, so that combined with the fact that we've had some 40-degree weather, it was actually 45 a couple days, that pretty much took care of our snow. We are supposed to get some today, but I don't think it's really supposed to add up to anything, maybe 3 to 6 inches, but this time of year, the sun will come out and that'll be gone. March is typically when Maine gets its heaviest snowfall, and then like it just makes a terrible mess. You'll get like 8 inches of snow and it's just wet, fluffy, heavy stuff, and it makes a mess of the roads, especially the dirt roads, and it's just a whole nightmare. So I'm enjoying February while we still have some of those cold nights, so the mud's not out yet and it's not really spring, but it feels like spring. So anyway, you guys know I could blabber on and on about nothing, so you can probably tell I'm pretty excited. I've had a lot of caffeine today, but the reason I'm excited is yesterday we actually went and we got a brand new cow. So we knew when we went to get her that she was very close to calving. However, when we showed up, she was actually calving. So we actually assisted her and ended up pulling the calf because she was having a really hard time. She's a first calf heifer, and it was a small calf, but she just really wasn't dilating like she should, so we did end up pulling the calf. It's a beautiful little heifer, so we got to keep her as well, and I can't wait to show you guys her. So the mother is a little bit on the thin side. It was kind of a situation where he was gonna take her to the butcher shop, but knowing that she was that close to having a calf, and he just didn't want to do that, obviously, because then you ruin the calf too, and that's just really something no farmer wants to do. So he said, you guys can take her. If she doesn't end up doing anything, we can just ship her back to him and he will send her for beef. But I think she's gonna be okay. She needs to put on some weight. We actually bought some grain for her. So we have a bag of grain over there that we've been feeding her. It's just 14%, nothing too rich because we really don't want to mess her up since she didn't have grain anyway. So I'll take you up front and show you guys her, and then we'll go check out her calf. Her calf is just the cutest little thing. You guys are gonna love her. The cows haven't really been eating their hay very well because they've been going outside and they're just not cleaning everything up in here. So we're not gonna be giving them another bale in here. We're just gonna be letting them clean this up as much as they can, and then we'll sweep this out and we'll put down some new stuff tonight. So this is the Holstein right here. She does have horns. We don't really like that. We'll probably have them taken off this spring because we have to do Neil, who's out back still. A lot of you guys have been asking how he's doing. He's doing great. He loves being in the free stall. He's growing really well. So Neil is doing really, really good. For those of you guys who wanted to know. So you can see she's very thin, but we think we can bring her around. She's got a nice udder. She's got a nice long set of legs on her. You can tell she has good blood. She just needs some feed. She absolutely loves baleage. She's never had baleage before, so she just loves that. So we've been pounding the baleage to her, and she is putting on a little bit of weight already. You can tell she looks better, which is hard to believe that it works that fast, but I swear she looks better than she did yesterday. She stands up on her feet good. So she's got good blood and she's got good capabilities of being a good cow. She just needs to put on some weight. So we're very hopeful that she'll make it and she will do well. She's already changed so much. She laid down, we got her on the trailer, and we were worried she wouldn't be able to get up. We thought maybe she had milk fever. But we did finally get her up after a lot of poking and prodding, and we got her off the trailer and got her in a stall, and it was just like a light switch. She completely turned around. She dove right into the baleage that was in front of her. We gave her some grain and she was just so excited about that. Taught her how to use a water bowl, which took a little while, but she did get onto that, and then she drank a lot of water. I think she's gonna be a really good cow, especially when she comes around the second time. She gave around 20 pounds this morning, which isn't bad. She's got a lot of hardness in her udder that needs to come out, but we've been putting liniment on her, just kind of getting that blood flowing and hopefully taking some of that cake out of her udder. Just love taking a cow that you can tell she has potential and good blood and turning her around, you know, getting her some good feed and stuff. It's really fun to do that. I'll take you guys and show you her calf now. I will step in beside her just so you guys can see. She's a good girl. She just got some working to do. She didn't tear when she calved, which is surprising considering she wasn't very dilated, but she's doing good. She's got a nice square udder, and I just love her legs. Like, I know that sounds weird, but you can tell you're a farmer when all you're concerned about is how the udder and the legs look. You can see pretty much everybody is laying down enjoying the nice warm barn with the cool weather outside. It's very windy today, so I'm sure they can tell that they ought to be inside. So this is the little sweetie right here. She is the most adorable little chocolate color. She reminds me of a brown Swiss that we had one time. She was like a deep, deep purple color, a beautiful, beautiful cow. She was mean as all get out, but she was a gorgeous cow. pretty much the same color as this, so I really hope she stays this color because she's just beautiful. We were really concerned about her last night. We have an enclosed trailer, so we put her in the enclosed trailer in the front, away from her mother. Her mother was in the back. It's a horse trailer. It's actually mine, and Brent just uses it whenever he needs it. But it's a horse trailer, so it just has, we took out the stalls in the back. It's just a 2-place horse trailer. We took out the stalls, and it's just open in the back, and then it has the front, which is partitioned off. So we just put the baby in the front so the mother could still see her and everything. She wasn't interested in lapping her, so she was pretty cold. We tried our best to dry her off. But when we got her back here, she was very cold, and we were just really, really worried about her. She didn't eat at all, but we did get around a half bottle of colostrum in her. And she was just, her mouth was cold. And usually when their mouth is cold like that, you could pretty much guarantee they're not gonna make it. Their jaw locks and their mouth gets cold, and that's pretty much the signs that they're not gonna make it through the night. So I was really bummed about that, but then I came down this morning and she was standing up, sucking on the side of the cage, and she just did a complete turnaround. Her and her mother have the same fighting spirit, I guess. So I don't know if I mentioned, I think I mentioned that she's a Jersey Holstein cross. She is polled, so we don't have to worry about taking her horns off, which is really nice. She's very, very tiny. She's only about probably this tall. She's just a real sweetheart, so we are gonna be keeping her and raising her. And we'll probably pick up a few calves after these guys head over to the heifer barn, so we can have some friends for her to go in there. We'll probably pick up another 2 and have 3 in there, just like we did this time. But yeah, so I was really excited about that. I just love it when we get new cows. It's so much fun, especially when we get one that's bred and we know that we can raise the calf from her. So we have to go. Brent just turned off the wash. We have to go pick up some dry cow treatment, and I'm tagging along because we also have to go pick up my truck from the shop. So let's go. All right, so we just picked up my truck. The reason it was at the shop was because I was getting tires put on. You guys, some of you noticed in the last video that I had tires sitting in the back of my truck. Well, I had a whole new set put on, so that's why it was at the shop. They look good. I'm just gonna be happy to get some traction here in the nasty weather that we're gonna have in the spring. It's no fun in the mud season when you don't have good tires, and I had one that kept going flat every once in a while anyway, so it was just time for a new set. So I did get those put on. We also did stop and pick up the dry cow treatment that our vet left for us. So this time he left Quartermaster for us, which is really good. We really like this stuff. It's kind of similar to Tomorrow in my opinion. It works really good, only it's much cheaper than Tomorrow. So we got 2 boxes of that. And then we also did pick up some Lutalice. Basically what this is you just give them a shot and it will make them come into heat. If they have an infection or if they just haven't cleaned properly after calving, this will set everything right and it brings them into heat and just makes them cycle. If there is a period of time you do have to wait. After a cow has calved, it's 10 days, I believe. You cannot give her a shot of this unless it's been more than 10 days since she calved, because that could cause her to start pushing and she could push her uterus out, and there's just a lot of complications. So that's why it's very important to know when your cow's calved and to write everything down, just so you don't make a mistake and accidentally give a cow this who hasn't calved all that long ago. So we love to have that on hand. We do know we have one who has a little bit of an infection. It's been about 2 months since she calved, but we do know she has a slight infection going on, so we're gonna give her some of this when we get back. But yeah, we're headed home right now. I'll get out and show you guys my tires. I don't think there's anybody coming, so I'll get out and show you. That's what they look like. They were pretty cheap, but they look like they're gonna do a good job and they handle well, so I'm happy with them. Those are my old ones. They were pretty bald. 3 of them I think were patched anyway, so it was time for new ones. So let's head back to the farm and get some work done. All right, so we just got back, so I'm pretty sure what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be cleaning out the cribs. Brent came down and he swept the hay into them again, and they're still not eating much of it, so we're gonna be sweeping that out. One side isn't too bad. This side. That's a big pile. Yeah, this side isn't so bad, but this side over here, they don't eat as much. So we're gonna be pushing this half down this way and that half down that way. There's not much down there, but there's quite a bit up here. So let's grab a broom and get to it. Fun stuff. My broom's smaller. That's not fair. What's that? I think it might be easier just to grab arm loads for now. They get interested and they're like, oh, what's that? Maybe I'll take a bite. Heavy. Excuse me. Claire. That's hard work. All right, look out, Greta. She's pressing the water bowl with her chin.
Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Oh, that's nasty.
Huh?
Must have spilt that water bowl over. Got it wet.
Okay.
Ready? They want that bail now, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, what's up with this? We got nothing now. Pretty sure it's psychological. They didn't want what they had, but they don't want to have nothing in front of them.
There. That's good. The other side's okay. I mean the other quarter there.
Beautiful. Now that we got both sides cleaned out, Brent's gonna go get a bale and we're gonna give him that just to keep him happy. It looks so much wider up front when there's no hay in the way, doesn't it, Dolly? That's right. Smells okay to me. Corbeth will try it. Oh, yep. Pass the muster. She said, yeah. It's good. like it? It's okay. A little bit left to go, but the baby's up and I wanted to show you guys what she actually looks like. So there she is. I don't know if I'll go around, maybe you guys can tell better in this light. She is just the cutest little thing. She said, I'm hungry again. Feed me again. But she is so tiny. Maybe I'll get you half a bottle of afternoon food, huh? They seem to like it well. Also, if you guys are wondering what's on my hand, my niece colored on my hand. It's not a tattoo, I promise. So, now that we're all finished up with that, it's pretty near time to get into milking, so we're gonna start everything right now. Run the wash. I'm warming up the cow's milk right now. We've got colostrum for her and whole milk for him, and I just stick that in a 5-gallon pail with some boiler water in it. And that's how I warm those up. Only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So I've never actually shown you guys running the wash, but since this is going to be a pretty long video anyway, I'll just run you guys through it. So what we do when we run the wash at night, we just run this hot water. So we'll just run that hot water and fill out the sink, which takes probably about 15 minutes. So I won't show you guys this because it's going to be long. But then we just take, geez, can't get a hold of it. This right here, and we just fill it about half full with our chlorine, which is up here in this yellow container. We just fill that half full, dump it in the sink, rinse that out a little bit, and then we'll turn this on to wash, and we'll just let that cycle until you can tell that all the water has gone through. After that's finished, you can shut that down, and then you can take everything apart and put the milk room together like I've shown you guys so many times. You just take this pipe off, swing that over, put a filter in it, hook that into the tank, and then you pull that plunger out, and that is basically it. You unhook the machines, carry them down, done and done. By the way, one of you guys was really kind and you gave us some money to buy some headlamps so that when we're working on stuff, it's just a little bit easier. So I bought these off Amazon, and they're actually the motion activated ones. So, oh, maybe I didn't turn on. There we go. So if you're working on something and you don't have your hands free, you can just wave your hand in front of it and turn it on and off. So thank you guys so much. That is going to be really helpful when we're working on something like in the pump house or anything. So thank you guys. You guys are always just so nice and amazing, and we really, really appreciate it. So real quick, I did want to mention that you guys have been asking what kind of bucket milker this was, like what brand it was. And hold on, let me get my little light here. Whoops. Well, let's get too close to it. I'm not really sure. I mean, it says MHT Engineering on it, and then it says it's made in Italy, but that's pretty much all you can find on it. So I don't know if that helps you guys out at all. But it is really nice that it's clear and you can see how much a cow is giving, like right immediately. You don't have to take it off and weigh it or anything. I really do like that about it. So highly recommend if you guys are looking for one, but I really don't know if that's the brand. That's really all I know about it. I think I ordered it online, so not really sure, but hope that helps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just random things that are done on a farm that you really wouldn't think about, but actually cause a lot of extra work. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a coffee break and then get right into everything. As always, guys, please don't forget to like and comment down below. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.